Welcome to our special edition of Weed and Menopause. My name is Ava Schneider. I am a Dallas wellness advocate. I am a diamond wellness advocate with doTERRA essential oils, and I teach about natural health care. I've been teaching for over a decade, and I've taught all the way from the White House to rainforests in Maui. I love what I do, and especially when it comes to transitioning into a perimenopausal, postmenopausal existence, this has really helped me. So I'm going to share my secrets tonight. Let's learn a natural way to help to regulate our hormones. So there's a few things that I want to explain first. I did write a guidebook. It is called A to Z Guide on Oils and Weed. It talks about, as you can see here, anxiety, back pain, creative blocks, digestion, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way down into the Z's for sleep. I recommend specific weed strains and I recommend specific oils, and I'm going to teach you why. If you do want any of these guidebooks, you can email me at oilsandweed@gmail.com and I will send it out to you. They are $10. So let's jump into two big ways that we can affect our menopausal years. The first being terpenes. And terpenes are um, a natural component within every living thing that helps it to respond to change. Now, we're going to talk about five specific terpenes that come within essential oils and with cannabis. And we're also going to talk about the ECS, the endocannabinoid system. This is a really delicate system that researchers are starting to learn more and more about the endocannabinoid system affecting every single part of our function, including energy and sleep and our pain, our metabolism, our memory, and our mood. So as we extract terpenes and we understand what cannabinoids do, we're going to talk about what THC and CBDs do. I just want to give a general understanding to these two powerful pathways, one being terpenes that are found in all natural living things, and then the ECS. So let's dive in and let's start to really unpack what these do. The first is our endocannabinoid system. This is what we term as the entourage effect, because the endocannabinoid system recognizes terpenes and cannabinoids at the same time. They have a synergistic effect. And we call this, researchers actually call this the entourage effect, meaning that one begets the other. So when you have a cannabinoid and a terpene, they're more powerful together than being isolated. So we know that terpenes activate cannabinoids, and so you need the terpenes to be in your endocannabinoid system so you get the effect. When we talk about the endocannabinoid system, this ECS, it affects every single cell in our body, every single organ in our body. And we want to, it's basically to bring your body back into a regulated balance, a homeostasis. So, regulating pain, regulating appetite, regulating learning and memory, control, sleep. And you can see as we age, our endocannabinoid system gets out of balance. And so when I talk about endocannabinoid systems, I talk about activating them through the CB1 and CB2 receptor. So the CB1 and the CB2 receptor are different ways that we can affect the receptors in our body. So a CB1 receptor is going to relate to our thinking patterns, our appetite, our short-term memory, our pain reception, our immune cells. CB2 receptors react our gut, our bones, our reproductive system, our respiratory tract, our skin. So you want to activate the CB1 and CB2 receptor at the same time to regulate all of these organs in our body. So as we start to understand this, I need you to understand that the endocannabinoid system is affecting every single organ in your body and every single system in your body. So when we start to activate a receptor, we are actually helping bring it back into homeostasis. That's what the endocannabinoid system does. So I want to bring up a really specific piece about endocannabinoid system, and that is that omega fatty acids help to regulate our endocannabinoid system. And
Okay.
this is really important because when you have a really good omega, you help your body to regulate reception. It regulates inflammation. It's regulating our brain health. It's promoting
Um,
homeostasis. So
I'm
I
gonna
want to
get a
make sure that you understand that.
chicken on a white pita.
Hi, April. Can you mute yourself, please? Thank you. Endocannabinoid systems have a building block. So omega-3s help when our endocannabinoids are basically balanced, right? They're balanced with inflammation reception, they're balanced in appetite control, balanced in mood reception, balanced in pain. And what we find is that we have a lot of omega-6 and omega-9s from our, vegetable oils, from our fried foods, and we don't have enough omega-3s in our body, which is regulated through natural fish, okay? And so when you have a really good fish oil powered by essential oils, meaning wild orange, you're actually activating more than 900 different gene expressions, or epigenetic gene expression. And so you're helping to regulate your body systems just by taking a really good fish oil. Now, I'm not talking about a Costco fish oil. I'm not talking about a farm raised fish. I'm talking about a fresh, wild caught fish off the coast of Norway, perhaps. That's where we get our fish oil. And we regulate our uh, omegas by having so many different um, basically inflammatory responses that we need omegas to balance us. So bringing us back into a balance is really what you take omegas for. It helps your skin to heal, it helps your brain to grow, it helps your joints to be cushioned. Everybody needs a really great omega in their diet every single day. People ask me, do you take it in the morning and you take it at night? You take it. You take it with food. You take it in the afternoon. You take it in the evening. You take it whenever you remember. I like to space mine out. I am big on spacing out supplements instead of expecting your body to absorb everything in the morning. Hey, I took my vitamins. I took everything. I would rather you take it all throughout the day and help your body to regulate inflammation. You can find chronic inflammation responses with the ability to offset our omega 6s and omega 9s. So let's go on to um, terms that you should know. So let's look at weed terms. If you're a novice, this is a great introduction. If you've been here for a while in this space, welcome. You know a lot more than most. When we talk about CBDs and we talk about THC, we are talking about the same endocannabinoid system, right? We're just talking about whether you're affecting it on a psychoactive level, meaning the THC is affecting giving you kind of a high, or whether you're affecting it on this CB1 activation level, which is what a CBD does. So whether it's a CBD or a THC, you're getting the effects of that strain. Okay, so most weed strains do not operate in a vacuum. They are not just THC and they're not just CBD. They are a mixture of both. So you're getting a little bit of each. Now, if you have a job that regulates that you cannot have THC in your system, then you want to go more toward a CBD level of strain. And if you're wanting more of the euphoric high, then you want to go stronger into the THC. Today is, in fact, April 20th. A lot of people are experiencing THC effects. So if you celebrate, go for it. I want to explain more about the sativa, indica, and hybrid. We're hearing more and more about this. I have been teaching about weed for probably about 7 years now. And as I start to understand more and more about what hybrids do, it's because that we have crossed all of these different strains together. So we have one big hybrid, where you're seeing strains, dedicated as a sativa, fewer and fewer, and dedicated as an indica, fewer and fewer. We're generating more and more hybrid strains. So if you're at a dispensary and you go to, buy a product, you can turn over that product and see the testing measures of it. You can see if it's a sativa dominant, indica dominant, meaning sativa you want to take in the daytime, for more alertness, more creativity. Indica you want to take in the evening time. That's going to be more calming, more sleepy, more mellow. And then hybrids, being able to use those throughout the day, throughout the night. The terpene connection is really where it's at. We talked about the endocannabinoid system, the ECS. The terpene connection is the other piece I really want you to understand. The terpenes matter. When you are looking at a weed strain, when you're looking at an essential oil, when you're thinking about how does this serve my body, as I start to age in menopause, perimenopause, postmenopause, these are 5 different terpenes that really make a difference when it comes to understanding, like I said, all natural things. So, beta caryophyllene, BCP, is known as beta caryophyllene. This is the terpene of balance. It helps with inflammation recovery. It helps with pain regulation. It's great for arthritis. It's great for autoimmune function. It's great for gastrointestinal stuff. Then we get to myrcene. Myrcene is great for sleep. It's great as an antibacterial. It's great as an anti-inflammatory. You see anti-inflammatory come up again and again and again when we talk about terpenes. Terpenes, like I said, natural ways that we can understand how plants and cannabis work together in our body chemistry to help us regulate. So beta caryophyllene is for balance, myrcene is for sleep. We get limonene. We get a lot of limonene, gives us a lot of energy. So being able to correct uh, anxiety, depression, like I said, inflammation again. We've got fungus infections that can be affected. We can help our body to respond to bacterial infections, to anti cancer, to sex drive, mood swings, digestion. You can see how all of these pieces really do fit when we talk about menopause. Alpha pinene is great for focus. It's great as an anti-inflammatory as well. It aids in memory. It's great as an antiseptic, bronchodilator. And then we get to linalool. Linalool is great for chilling out, for relaxing. It has anti-inflammatory effects as well. It's great as an antidepressant. It's great as anticonvulsant. And it's great for sleep and a sedative. So we jump into the first terpene, beta caryophyllene. So we know that beta caryophyllene is great for night sweats. It's great for regulating our temperature as far as hot flashes. It's great for sleep disturbances. It is incredible for pain relief. I tell you this again and again and again. Beta caryophyllene, BCP, if you are after a pain relief that is natural, not something that's blocking a pain receptor like you have with an NSAID. I'm talking about a natural way to affect your body's pain reception. Beta caryophyllene is your jam. I look for strains when I'm at a dispensary. I will turn over the product and I will look at how it tested for BCP, for beta caryophyllene. I want that at the very beginning because I am after a pain relief when I'm looking at weed. So when I look at essential oils, same thing. I'm wanting something that is high in beta caryophyllene. I want mood stabilization. I want this hormonal balance. I want bones to be growing and thicker. I want sexual wellness. Beta caryophyllene, BCP, is one of these incredible regulating terpenes. So I look at specifically copahiba. Copahiba is harvested by a plant, a bush actually tree in Brazil, and it is really impactful for pain. Um, it's great as an anti-arthritic. It's great for anxiety. It's great for autoimmune. Copahiba underneath the tongue, onto your joints. I have a neck that doesn't curve. I have a straight up neck like this. And so with my spondylosis, my cervical spondylosis, I need Copahiba every single day. It is one of those dailies that I carry around with me all the time. Adaptive is a blend that has a lot of Copahiba in it. And the weed strains that are associated with high beta caryophyllene include Gorilla Glue, Do-si-do, Sour Diesel, White Widow. These are just really like common weed strains that I listed here. Like I said, if you're at a dispensary and you're looking at a specific thing, tell them, I want
Mhm.
high beta caryophyllene. You want something that is really going to help with your pain, with your inflammation, with your arthritis. Beta caryophyllene is your terpene. I say that again and again because it is so true, and I have found it again and again to be true. All right, let's look at myrcene. Myrcene is what's kind of known as the couch lock terpene. So if you're looking for something that's really sedative, myrcene is going to be your terpene. It's great for menopause effects, meaning it can help to improve your sleep, help you to keep and stay asleep. It's great for anxiety and stress relief. It's good for pain relief, anti-inflammatory. It's good for mood swings. It's good for sexual health. These are all ways that we can benefit from myrcene. When you look at myrcene for essential oils, we find a lot of myrcene in lemongrass and in thyme. It's a great pain relief. It's antidepressant, antibacterial. It's a great sleep aid. Weed strains include Granddaddy Purp. This is Granddaddy Purp. GDP is one of the original weed strains, and you can find it usually at any dispensary. Harlequin Canatonic, Trainwreck is a really common weed strain. White Widow is also really common. So if you're looking for something, Blue Dream is out there. Blue Dream will help you sleep because of the myrcene. Now let's jump to limonene. This is our third terpene. Limonene helps with anxiety and stress relief. It helps to balance our mood disturbances. It's great for energy, helps you to perk up and keep you alive. Just like with citrus oils, we're going to talk about citrus being high in limonene. Postmenopausal women need focus and they need to get more accomplished. If you need to GSD, get stuff done, limonene is going to be your terpene. It's great for sexual desire. It's great for libido. It's great for hot flashes and insomnia. And it's great for um, appetite suppressant. So when you start to regulate your limonene, you're gonna get more improvement in your mood. You're gonna get better focus. You're gonna get stabilized sex drive. I go to grapefruit and wild orange for limonene, and then the strains that I love with limonene include Durban's Poison, um, Super Lemon Haze is great, Silver Haze is great, Pineapple Express, Tangerine, Jack the Ripper, if you've ever heard of that. One of my favorite strains for energy is Jack Herrera. Jack Herrera is a great one that helps you to get stuff done. So go for limonene if you need that energy, that focus. Alpha pinene is another one for focus. So this has a great antioxidant level to it. It's got a great anti-inflammatory. It improves your sleep. It helps with memory and it helps a lot with anxiety. So when you're activating that GABA receptor and with the alpha pinene, you're really beginning to affect your anxiety. So frankincense has a lot of alpha pinene in it. Um, it's also frankincense is one of those rare substances on the earth that goes through the blood-brain barrier. So putting it onto the roof of your mouth is really important. I teach people to put it onto their temples and the back of their neck, which is their brain stem. It's also great for eyesight, right? You can put it around your eyes. It's great for wrinkle reduction. It's great for age spots. So it also is great as a pain relief. It's great as an anti-inflammatory. Aids in arthritis. It helps a lot with memory. If you have anybody that's experiencing any kind of brain trauma, this is where you want to start with. This is frankincense cypress. Cypress is known as the oil of circulation. So if you're needing to get, like, let's say that you fell and you've got a huge bruise, you want to put that cypress and frankincense right on there. Weed strains that have a lot of alpha pinene in them, including AK-47. We get to the GDP again, the Granddaddy Perp. Um, Jack Herrera has a lot of alpha pinene to it as well. Like I said, when you need to get stuff done, Jack Herrera. Sour diesel, really popular. It's usually available in most dispensaries. And Blue Hawaiian. Now, I will say something about weed. If you are sensitive to preservatives, meaning sulfates, I'm very sensitive. I go for organic weed. So if you are into organics, if you don't want any kind of pesticide or herbicide or You know, if you don't want that sprayed on your weed, just like you don't want it sprayed on your salad, then you want to ask your bud tender, ask them for organic. So just a note there. This is our last one, okay? This is our last terpene. We're going to talk about linalool. Linalool is great for relaxing. It's awesome for stress. It is great for mood regulation. It's great for sleep. It's great for hot flashes. This linalool right here is one of the key signatures to hormone balance. If you got nothing from this class, I want you to understand that linalool helps regulate your hormones. Okay, it is a great menopause support, linalool. It's great as a pain relief. It's great for cognitive function support. You can get a lot from linalool. So let's look at what substances have linalool. So we find linalool in lavender. We find it in basil. It's great as an anti-inflammatory. It's great for hormone balancing. It's great as a sedative. It's great for sleep. We know lavender is a calmer, right? It's going to calm any kind of itch, a bug bite, a rash. This, if you have a baby, diaper rash, of course. So linalool is great for helping your body to regulate the cells on the surface and internally. Weed strains include for linalool, Granddaddy Purp comes up again, Silver Kush, Romaline. There is a strain called Lavender. And then there's also Amnesia Haze, LA Confidential. Those are my favorites for linalool. So if you're looking for a way to chill and relax and regulate mood, regulate hormones, get linalool. Linalool is great for hormone regulation. So let's just go through those five once again. Beta caryophyllene is going to calm your nervous system. It's found in Copahiba, an adaptive, that blend, that calming blend. Myrcene promotes your sleep, helps reduce stress. Go for your lemongrass and your thyme. Limonene helps to fight infection, boosts energy and mood. This is going to be your wild orange, your grapefruit, lime, lemon. Alpha pinene, it shrinks those inflamed cells. It boosts your brain power. So that's your frankincense. Your cypress is going to get your circulation going. And linalool helps to relax your nerves and balance out your hormones. So that is lavender and basil. So if you are interested in this book, like I said, I have them printed. They are $10 with shipping. I will be happy to mail them to you. If you want the ebook, all you got to do is email me, oilsandweed@gmail.com. So I want to remind you that we have 18% off our doTERRA favorites right now. This sale is running until April 28th. You can get frankincense, lemon, tea tree, peppermint, lavender. These five oils are 18% off wholesale. So you can see these prices down here. You can get lemon for a little under $13. Lavender is a little under $24. This is a great time to stock up on those five anniversary favorites. And I also want to mention, if you do not have a doTERRA account, this is a great time to get started because April, we are offering 20% additional off wholesale for any initial order over $250. So if you know someone that has been thinking about getting started, April is their month. Encourage them to get started in April because they get an additional 20% off anything that they buy in that $250 initial order. It's the best month to get started. So I really appreciate you tuning in for our oils and weed and menopause. It has been a great pleasure of mine to present this to you. Remember that you are focused in on two things, your terpenes and your endocannabinoid system. That is, it creates the entourage effect, which actually helps to regulate your endocannabinoid system, which affects every organ, every cell in your body. You need a great fish oil. If you are in menopause, this is your big call out. Get yourself a really good fish oil. I love this E Omega Plus. And then know your terms, right? We talked about the terpene connection, beta caryophyllene, myrcene, limonene, alpha pinene. I'll just skip right to the end where we talk about this is what it does. It helps to calm your nervous system, promotes sleep, fights infections, shrinks inflamed cells, and relaxes your nerves. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to sign off right now. Thank you guys for being here.